packed and ready for my summer travels. Got my passport, a lot of camera equipment. This is what I got for the next 63 days. I'm wearing my only collared shirt that I'm gonna have on this whole trip. Okay, I'm leaving on trash day, so I didn't put out the trash. Come back in 2 months and find a couple of little bags in my receptacle, but not a problem. There's a little bunny rabbit in the field next door. So we head out on the first leg of our trip, which is from here, from my little brown house, my little brown subdivision in Utah, Texas, to Austin to catch a ride to the airport. Hi, boy. You want to come up here, John Gabon? Keep your more reckless brother company. That's why he's in a cage. Here in the airport in Austin, I was getting pretty nervous on the drive up because the traffic was so bad, and I was afraid I'd be in a long line to check in, but there was no line whatsoever. It's like almost like, it feels almost like getting on a bus or a train. I don't know if it's because of all the high fuel prices or what, but in any case, now I'm at ease at about 14 hours of traveling, and that starts not for another hour and a half, so 14 and a half plus an hour and a half, 16 hours. From now, I'll be at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Came into Terminal A and I have to go to Terminal C for my flight to Paris. I just stopped and buy an Apple Watch charger. I always kind of wonder what is the one thing I'm going to forget, or at least one thing I'm going to forget when I go traveling. And this time it was the Apple charger. So $42 for that. Now I have 3. This is the closest I got to New York City. I had time for a little bit of a snack. Saw a guy with an Indiana University cap, and then boarded my plane for Paris. Second leg of the flight, Newark to Paris. I got to board in group 2, so I got to get the really sweet little spot for my bag, and I'm ensconced in my little seat in 37L. I arrived in Paris this morning. There's a couple of pretty decent length flights, but it all went really smoothly. I am sitting in the Luxembourg Gardens. I am waiting to check into my Airbnb. Can't get there till noon. I landed at 7:30, and I'm going to be walking there pretty soon. I made it to my Airbnb, and I picked it because I'll be going to Toulouse in 2 days, and the train station it goes from is the Gare Montparnasse, and this is closer to that, so I wanted to be there. And also I wanted to see a arrondissement that I hadn't seen before. This is the one where Agnès Varda lived for most of her life. She lived on a street called Rue Daguerre, named after the guy who invented the daguerreotype. So that should be an interesting thing to check out. I'm going to look at that tomorrow. I found several corner cafes right around the corner from where I'm staying. Somehow on my way here before, Google Maps gave me the directions it said to get off the train at Plaisance. So Plaisance is right here. And I think I got off at Plaisance, but then I walked past one of the stops I'd gone past on the train and didn't see Plaisance when I was coming to the apartment. So I don't know if I was going in a circle or I didn't get off at the right stop. First day things like that always seem to happen to me. Kind of get in the swing after that. I'm going to a fun experience right after this. I'm going to be riding the metro for about 40 minutes, and I will pop up and show you what that's going to be about. This is a famous metro stop. Seeing lots of movies. I didn't used to come here nearly as much as some of the people I was in my French classes with. I hung out with my friend Connie, and we did a lot of stuff in the 19th and 20th arrondissements, and in the 3rd and the 4th, the Marais. I took a wrong turn. I was looking at the road and all the prettiness of the buildings instead of looking at my phone, which has the map directions on it. But it was only a little bit of jog, so I'm back now. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Okay, according to this, the place I'm going to is just on the right.
Okay. So just to show, I put it, but I keep two to show you. So this is the circle. And this is the cochonnet.
What's it called?
Cochonnet in French.
Cochonnet.
Yeah, but in English we can say the jack.
The jack.
It's really important. So the first player is inside. Everyone play inside the circle. So you have to throw the cochonnet after 6 meters, and the goal is to throw the ball and to be the closest than the cochonnet. Okay? The 4 fingers. I give you one to show you. The 4 fingers are really close like that. You close the hand. These fingers doesn't play. If you play with your right hand, the right foot is a little bit in front the left foot. So good.
And then there's 2 more for Anna. 3 for Anna. Yes.
This was my first time playing petanque, and I loved it. It was me and a Turkish family, mother and 2 kids, against me and the grandparents. Then I was back on the metro to go to the Marais for dinner.
I had no idea I was ordering this much meat or that much wine. So there we go. Meat and red wine, that's what's for dinner tonight. I'm about to walk back to my Airbnb. I've been in Le Marais, and now I'm going back to way down south to Montparnasse. And I think it's going to be about an hour walk, about 6 kilometers here at the Hotel de Ville. So it's looking all patriotic and ancient. They do the lights well here, don't they? Bateau Mouche coming up. Dans the sun. Let's zoom in. Oh, looks like all sorts of DJ stuff down there. Autre Bateau Mouche. Also a very fancy one. You got the glass roofs. This one looks lovely. I don't see any DJ equipment, so maybe I could hang out on this one. This one's got more lights on inside, so that looks like less of a sleek dinner boat. We're coming up to JR's bridge.